My name is Emilio Sparks, podcaster, producer, friendly neighborhood Staten Islander. You might have heard my voice on DJ Who Kid's Hollywood Shuffle on Shade 45. If you've been locked into my YouTube channel, you've seen me go deep with Effie, get sweaty with Big E, and come within an inch of getting choked out by Karrion Kross. You see this dude right here? That's Stefan. You might know him as Swerve Strickland, rapper, business mogul, who just so happens to be the current AEW world champion. Swerve and I go way back, almost a decade, well before Killshot temporarily traded his combat boots for a lucha mask. I've watched him travel the world and rack up accomplishment after accomplishment in over a dozen promotions before he beat Samoa Joe to become All Elite Wrestling's first ever Black World Champion. Today, we're heading over the Goethals Bridge to visit Impact Zone in Norwood, New Jersey to get a pump in with the big homie, Jim Jones. You know, founding member of the legendary Diplomats, multi-platinum selling rapper Jim Jones. Yeah, that Jim Jones. He's been a fitness enthusiast for quite some time. So enjoy Swerve and I making the muscles and getting these reps in with Capo.
Whose house?
Welcome to New Jersey.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
It's Jersey, it's nice. Only Jim Jones can get us to come to New Jersey, but this is the gym that he frequents.
This is true.
So we're gonna do this today. I remember when we were driving up here, you were like, yeah, I really like the nature of New Jersey. I also like the fact that you carry this thing with you everywhere.
It's a must. You never know when you run into a Jim Jones at a gym or an Emilio and we gotta work out. And of course you want to promote.
Can I post it on my like dating apps? Just a picture of me with the belt. The belt's helping me out.
It's helping you, but it's getting seen.
Because you're being a good bro.
And a smart businessman.
All right,
Guerrilla marketing at its
All right,
finest.
so listen, let's get changed. Let's do what we do. Let's hit the gym. We're gonna work out. Swerve Strickland, Emilio Sparks, Jim Jones, Vamp Fit. Let's get it.
Call the escalator.
And then I go into the vamp fit.
3. Hold that bar
My
tight.
shoulder's already blown from this.
5.
Because he don't cut no corners. That's the discipline.
That was a pretty intense workout. So you do that how many times a week?
I work out maybe 5-6 times a week. The diet is pretty good. I got this thing, man. I try to eat 50% better today than I did yesterday because we always want to have bad days. But I switched over a lot of my junk food to tons of fruit. I always love fruit, but let's try to eat clean as possible and enjoy life too at the same time.
When I look at you, you've been in like a staple of just hip hop, New York City hip hop specifically, and you've been running the guns for years. And the Jim Jones of now compared to the Jim Jones then, it's like two completely different guys. And Swerve, same thing for you.
Yeah,
the Swerve Strickland that I knew that at 185 and the Swerve Strickland now at 220 are two completely different dudes. So when did you guys cognitively make the decision to drastically change your physiques?
For me, it was like competition. I started off a competition. It's like I seen where I wanted to be, and I had to be humble and have the humility to be like, where I'm at now is nowhere in the position where I need to be. How do I get to the position where I need to be? And it was just like a whole mind trick switch. You gotta trick yourself and come to like terms with yourself. Yo, I don't know everything. I'm not in the best. This person's better. This is better. This is better.
Yes.
I want to get better. And I was like, I just want to be as good as those guys or get better than them.
100%.
Yeah.
The only way you won't have flaws is if you realize you have flaws. And you work on them.
Knees good? All right, choose your beginning. 20 reps, hammer, curl, and press. That's what you know up to.
In Jim's house, he's like, we gotta go all hard, so that's what we doing.
It feel like a new challenge for you? Or yeah.
Good. There we go.
If you're a person like me that work out when you go in there for the first time, you gotta let that shit whoop you.
Yes.
Then you be just fine.
So So Jeff, what made you change your physique to get to where you're at now?
It was a lot of different sequences. My first was probably my lady. She took me in the gym when I first met her 20 years ago. She's the first, but like, you know, I grew up in the hood, so everybody come home and show you how to do pull-ups and shit like that, but she's the first person to take me into the gym and actually put me behind weights and give me a little bit of working out, because I was real slim, maybe like 170. As I got older, I started to see the benefits of what it was doing for me and for my career. Then you start to realize that being in shape is like jewelry. You know what I mean? Like, you got an edge on the average person who's not in shape. You look better, you feel better, you're moving better. I mean, it's just so many benefits to come for it. And then the most valuable thing that I learned from it, and I didn't know that it was doing that for me, was the therapeutic value of going to the gym. You know what I mean? Like, where we from, we don't know what mental stresses and all this type of shit going through, all, you know what I mean? All this type of stuff they got going on now, your trauma and all that, but that gets settled when I come to the gym.
Hip hop was always the number one trend and influence. So when being in shape and fitness and hitting the gym became a hip hop influence, it started influencing the rest of the world and the rest of media. And so now that became like, so it's like Jim Jones again in the gym.
100%. Fitness like, definitely took a big turn for the cool.
Yeah, so it's like,
you know what I mean?
It's dope to be in the gym. It's dope, it's the spot. And now it's like you're seeing like a lot of artists come out with their own clothing line for the gym workouts, and like the ladies are getting into it. So it's like, it shifted everything to make it like a forefront popular thing.
Swerve, like what you're doing is very hip-hop based. It's based in the hip-hop.
Yeah.
The grills, the jewelry, the mink coats, you know what I mean? The overall aura, like the presentation, right? You know, you dabbled in and out of watching pro wrestling. How much influence have you seen over the last few years?
As hip-hop became the #1 music genre, you start to see a lot of things change over. And one of the things was wrestling. That's the characters that they start adding to the wrestling ring. As the way that people start dressing when they add it to the way they start talking in the interviews. Like,
I always try to take things that I grew up idolizing and watching and loving, like Dipset and like Cameron with the coat. So it was like, okay, there's influence here. It's like one of those things for me is like, what do I do to stand out?
that energy.
Yeah.
That energy.
Like you create an aura about a match. You feel something special about this guy walking out to fight.
It's like a concert. It's like a concert, bro. What I noticed, like when you go to a concert and there be a line of rappers, and then you waiting for your favorite rapper to come on, and then they start getting on stage and it's lit. Like, oh, it's up. That's going down there. Like it's that feeling. That's another one of the correlations between wrestling and the culture, like that energy you get from being inside the building and then seeing your fans going crazy when they see you. You feel as a rapper when you get on stage, you feel like a wrestler. You feel like a boxer. You feel like Michael Jordan. You feel, you know what I mean?
You gotta feel bigger.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like those guys, and those guys, all those guys you named, they just felt bigger. It felt like the sport's here, but they're on top of the sport.
Yes.
I want to feel like I'm on top of this business, on top of the sport.
My favorite artist coming out had to be like Rakim.
So would you say there was like hip hop before Rakim, and then Rakim comes in, changing the game, and there's hip hop after Rakim?
Rakim was the game changer for his era. It made everybody else have to step their game up. It was something that you could grab onto, or something that you felt that you were going through. Like it just was a little bit different. The next change was Nas. Like after Nas hit it, everybody had to rearrange it. So the Big Daddy Kanes and all that got lost when Nas hit. The rap style was totally different. There was only a few people that was able to stand the test of times. That's why you gotta give Fat Joe his credit all the time, because he was there since those days, and he's still here right now.
Like you said, the preconceived notion of coming from where you come from, like nobody really takes fitness serious, and in the world of hip hop specifically, like it's always a life of excess. There's a lot of unhealthy habits.
100%. The whole lifestyle is unhealthy.
And again, I don't want to like date anybody or put anybody into an age, but we're more towards 50 than we are 20 now.
100%.
And like you said, the mental has changed. So what was the shift in your collective consciousness when you first started to come here, and then just overall outside of the gym at your age now?
Just want to live as long as possible. And I know in order to do that, you got to stay in shape. There's no way around it. And that's my goal, to live forever. And, I know The only way I'm gonna be able to do that is to be able to work out forever.
So did our workout today make me and Swerve Vamp Life certified?
Definitely Vamp Fit certified.
You said it. And then maybe next time we do a little hot yogas.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm too heavy for that.
You could definitely do that. Thank you,
Very
bro.
much. I appreciate you. Only Jim Jones can wear Van Cleef and diamonds and gold and rings and still get in a full workout and run a sled. Swerve, I appreciate you, brother. I love you, man.
The sled was crazy today. I wasn't expecting the sled.
It was
Oh, man.